If you are depressed, watch this. Do you know that some drugs that are used to treat depression also cause depression? If you are hearing voices, right? Okay? If you are seeing things that are not real, you know what they call the disease, schizophrenia. If you have any mental health problem, if you are mad, or you have somebody that is mad in the family, or somebody that is depressed within the house, watch this video very well. First of all, if you want to see heart a lot, that will make you happy, tap your screen many times, 10 times, you will see something that will shock you. Now, let me tell you, right? Some drugs, watch this. The United States Food and Drug Administration has issued a black box warning for antidepressants, highlighting the increased risk of suicidal thoughts and behaviors in children, teenagers, and young adults under 25. Increased risk that this drug that is supposed to treat you is causing this for some. Now, this part is important. I'm not saying that all the drugs cause it, right? We are talking about specific cases in which you start taking a drug for this particular sickness and the thing is getting worse. So if you have been on drugs for depression, mental health disorder of any kind, and the thing is not, you're not recovering, it's just getting worse, you are more and more things are adding. You start with feeling sad, you start taking drugs, now you're hearing voices, they give you a second set of drugs, now you're seeing things that are not real. You understand? Then you add another one, now you are sleepwalking, you wake up at night, you're walking around, the next we are hearing something tell you to remove your clothes. You see what I'm saying? Starting from one simple something is getting more complex. So if you are in that situation, this video is for you. It's not for all situations concerning depression, okay? It is vital for individuals taking antidepressants to be closely monitored for changes in mood, behavior, or suicidal thoughts. If this occurs, it's crucial to seek immediate medical attention. So if you've seen your doctor and they recommend this and then you notice that it gets worse, you need what? Immediate medical attention. Okay? Now, here's another one. Depression itself can be a risk factor for suicide. And untreated depression poses a greater risk, a greater threat than the potential side effects of antidepressants. Now, if you're hearing voices that is telling you to do something to yourself, that's not normal. You have to address it on time. Don't manage it. Don't manage it. Not just yourself, but to people around you. One woman by her 3 children just to get back at her husband. You see that she's not mentally okay. How can you, and including her newborn baby? True life story. I don't know if you guys saw that video. So how can you, in your right senses, do such a crime to hurt yourself in the name of hurting your husband? Your husband that will go and marry another woman. You see, she's not okay. And I can tell you that thought have been going on in her mind till she succumbed to it. So if you're under the situation, all right, you need help, okay? Just keep watching. So remember that they issued a black box warning, okay? The Food and Drug Administration of... So black box warning. A black box warning, also known as a box warning, is the most serious type of warning that U.S. Food and Drug Administration places on prescription drug labels. So they have seen that this thing has happened so many times and is that serious that they had to place this kind of warning. Okay, so now what are other solutions? If you are using drugs, get back to your doctor. Okay, before you do that, right, take the packet, okay, the pack of the drug, the antidepressant drug you are taking, all right, or mental health disorder, all right, take it, bring out the leaflet inside, read it. Africans know they read. You understand? We know they read. That's our problem. You go school, graduate, but you know read book. So read it through and through. Now you will get to a section called contraindications or side effects, right? Read the whole side effects. Know whether you're experiencing that side effect from the time you started taking that drug. If you're experiencing it, consult your doctor back and say, this is what I'm experiencing. Usually there are alternatives, all right? So they can put you on another alternative. I'm a native doctor, not medical doctor. And there's a way we handle mental health disorder in the African way. So if you are the type that is already using African way, the next information I'm going to say will make sense to you and you will know what to do about it. Now listen. While the definitive percentage is not established, there is increasing evidence that a significant portion of mental health disorders are associated with gut microbiome imbalance. What is your gut? Basically your stomach, your intestines. So there is bacteria living there, a lot, billions, right? Now they are supposed to, some of them are good for you, some are just bad, right? Some are good only in certain quantities. So some of them, if they are too big, too large in quantity or too small, you may start having issues, mental health issues. Because they communicate to your brain, even regulate things like mood and stuff. Now look at this, also known as dysbiosis, through the gut-brain axis. So the gut is communicating to your brain and regulating your mood. Disorders like depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, autism, spectrum disorder, and schizophrenia have all been linked to gut microbiome alterations. Okay? Some people do start this thing by themselves without knowing, by abusing things like antibiotics. Antibiotics will go there and totally destroy, wipe out an entire colony of bacteria that helps you to think clearly or keeps you happy, and then for the rest of your life you are sad. You understand? So you don't abuse antibiotics. It's not something you take without doctor's prescription. You know what I'm saying? For those that any small headache, just picture flagyl weighing on. Your leg they pay you. A chiramoxil weighing on. This is Cipro. I give you 2 packs of Ciprotab. You understand? Before you know it, you don't demand. You just run mad totally. And the funny thing about madness is that when it's still starting, people know they know. You understand? They're not going to say you don't decrease. You'll just be creating problem everywhere. You go to your workplace, you fight. You come back home, you fight your husband or you fight your wife. You understand? Your wife say, "Honey, good morning." You don't give them blow. Police will arrest you after they free you because family don't beg. You come back. You know, your child will just say anything. You just kick the child from the window. You are in the early stages of menting. You understand? But you will not know. People only identify madness when it has gone far. You understand? But when you are still in the early stages, you may not know. So it's only you that as a smart person will come back and say, this thing I did today is not normal or something is wrong with me. I need help. If you are smart, you can say, why did I react to that woman the way I did? Something is wrong with me. You report yourself to a mental health institution. You can do it yourself. You know, don't wait for you to ment fully. You understand? Before people can take you there, you can take yourself by yourself there. And I have to chip it in here. If you are addicted to anything, right? Addicted to any substance, and you know that this thing will buy you. You're already having sleep disorders. You're having different issues. Gray hair is coming from you. You are still 30. You don't get gray hair everywhere. You know what you're addicted to. You can check yourself into a mental health institution. Go the one in your town. Go there, say you want to see a doctor, you want to do consultation. Go by yourself. I'm telling you, it can be a total life changer. Okay, now back to my native doctor practice. So in native medicine, when we want to treat mental health issues, we basically do a set of herbs called strengthening the core. The core is like your stomach from here down. So when you strengthen it, the brain will correct. That is the concept in native medicine. One of the key things you need to quit completely if you are battling, all right, with any mental health issues is sugar. Anything sugary. You need to quit them because some of these bacteria, they need it to increase their population. So you starve them off by cutting it off. You know, even autoimmune diseases. If you keep drinking that soft drink all the time, one day you're going to get arthritis. And it may not look related, but it is. Your knee will just start paining you from nowhere. You will not make the mental connection that your waist pain or your knee pain is coming from too much of what you're done. You know, when you eat processed food, those processed food were preserved with chemicals that don't allow bacteria to grow, to form there. You know, bacteria is what causes things to spoil. Like, you understand? So when they prepare drinks and prepare pasta, like bread, cake, pizza, they add some chemicals there that will prevent bacteria from acting, that will terminate bacteria. Some of those things can stay 1 year, 2 years on the open. Bread, when they make, go spoil for. Now imagine you take that bread and you eat it. Now you've ingested the chemicals, it goes to your gut and wipes out entire colonies of bacteria, hundreds of millions of bacteria. They help you think clearly. Now you are totally confused in life. Some people every morning they will take bread and eat. Do you know what they use to make the bread? Do you know what they use to preserve it? What of cake? Any small thing, ice cream, I have sweet tooth. What you have is graveyard tooth, in case you don't know. You have mental tooth. You get. You have autoimmune disease tooth. Autoimmune diseases come in different forms. That is when your body starts attacking itself. Your body don't confuse. Your immune system is now totally confused. They don't know which part is part of your body and which one is the enemy. Then it attacks your joints. A type of arthritis is when the immune system is attacking your own joints. Some people is stabbing pain on the foot. Stabbing. What is happening? They test you, everything is good, but your body is attacking your own foot. You know your eyes, right? Your body is not supposed to know. Your immune system doesn't know that your eyes exist, you know? Your eyes is directly part of your brain. When you see a zygote forming, the eyes first form because your brain is like extending a camera out so you can use it to see the world. It's not really part of your body, per se. Your eyes is connected straight to your brain. If your immune system discovers that your eyes exist, it will eat your eyes and you become blind. Many people were blind that way. From nowhere, blindness just start. We don't go. There's one guy on TikTok, one eye don't go. He now made a video the other day saying that the other eye now has started giving him problems. Young guy, I think he's like 26, 27. Say he can now see that he's gonna go blind soon. So you watch what you eat. Anything that has expiry date, you have to tread with care. Anything that has its best before, be careful. Be very careful. So if you have a mental health patient at home and you guys have tried everything, all treatment is not working, try some of the suggestions I gave here. If you want a herbal way of approaching it, I can advise you, this is what you try, this is what you try. Take it to your doctor. If your doctor approves it, you try it. Now, exercise is one of the best mental health treatments ever. Anything that makes you sweat well. So if you are battling with these bad thoughts in your mind, register in a good gym. Pay a good trainer. Don't just register. When you go to the gym, you don't just register. You pay a trainer there. Let them drill you. You understand? You go squat. Squatting will start to the squat you. You understand? You skip rope, you dance, you twerk. You know, so you sweat. I'm telling you, it's one of the best. In fact, if you are undergoing depression now as a man, you're supposed to be in the gym lifting weights. Lifting weights increases your testosterone. You understand? Supposed to lift weights is one of the best ways to increase your testosterone. So if they break your heart, you are struggling to recover, get to the nearest gym and exercise. I'm telling you, you come out of it faster than any other thing. You're undergoing marital problems. Your marriage don't break. Financial issues. Be fit. Once your body is fit, your mind is fit. I'm telling you. Be physically fit. If you're trying to quit any addiction, be physically fit first. Be physically. Once you're physically fit, it reflects in the state of your mind. I can tell the state of your mind by just looking at you. If you look like a potato, I can tell that something is wrong up there and you're not going to live long. You're supposed to be fit. Mount, you understand? If you do walk like a human being. So you exercise. Even if you can't get to the gym, buy skipping rope. Skip every day. Do 200, 500 skips every evening. I'm telling you, under 2 to 3 months, your life will be totally different. Even if you are broke. Even if you feel broke, powerless, the whole world is, buy skipping rope. Once you start exercising, a lot of things happen during exercise. During exercise, you're not just moving your muscles, right? Of course, you're moving your muscles and helping. Once your muscles are stronger, it can carry your body better. So when you're walking around, you feel lighter, right? That's the way your mind feels lighter too. So if you're carrying weight on your head now, after some time, I'm telling you, the weight will start affecting your mind. You will feel like you want to drop it. So because your mind is directly connected to your body. So when you do exercise, your muscles are better, are stronger, and they can now carry your body. Most of the pressure, mental pressure you're under will be lifted. This is like miracle. There's no drug that can do that magic for you. No drug in the world. Second thing exercise does is that it helps you breathe. Breathing is the root of all meditation. Meditation is how you change your subconscious mind. There's no meditation technique in the world that doesn't involve breathing. Meditation step 1 is control the air you take in, control how you take it out. That's meditation. Now when you exercise, you take in air. And what are you doing? Because your brain needs oxygen to work. So when you're exercising, you're giving your brain enough oxygen to be able to think through the situation and wriggle itself out and take you out of that depression. Not just depression, but the situation you're trapped in. Now, if you're facing depression, I want to tell you that most of those things you're thinking is not real, though. You understand? You are owing some people you think you want to buy yourself. Now, lie. Those people you are owing, they cannot do anything. Legally under the law, they can't do nothing. Apart from pressure you, like calling you or they can't do anything. Highest they can do is report it to the police or case or whatever. You can't even be arrested for owing. You can be arrested for crime, but not for owing anybody. Say you borrow money, you no pay. Highest they can do is how are you going to pay? Every two months they will check your bank account. Okay, how much is there? To 2,000 naira. Okay, every month you bring 100 naira out of the 20 million you're owing. You will not go sign that one. You go back to your house. They can't do shit. Now, if you use your house or your land as collateral, they can collect the house. The house, you are not born in this life with the house. Maybe they come and collect my house. Nothing. I go also again. At least it means I've paid back the loan. Abi, collect the house. The next person coming, I don't get anything to give you again. They don't collect the house. Go to that. Leave me alone. Do you understand? So don't think that anything will have you need to jump off the bridge because you're owing anybody. If I owe you, I don't get money to pay. You understand? Do your worst. I don't get anybody to pay. But another thing you can do is, number 1, don't owe people. If you're owing people and it's getting to the time you're going to pay and you can't pay, instead of carrying all that pressure, go and meet the person. If you can meet the person, go before the time to pay. Let's say I borrowed you money and I said I will pay in 6 months. 4th month, you don't call me. By 5th month, I will go and meet you. Say, look, I know I'm supposed to pay you on this date. But the way things are now, my brother, even now, that money I never get out. I will show my bank, at least it's my bank balance, this is what. But also, these are the things I'm doing now that can get me that money in a few months. You understand? If you communicate better, I'm telling you, it will be way easier for you. Another thing is if you owe, you can pay small. If I'm owing you 20 million, I can carry 100,000 naira and go and give you. Say, look, I know I cannot pay in next month, but this one is proof that I'm willing to pay. Carry 100K. Highest you can do is to reject it. No, they carry all that pressure. Nothing will happen. You understand? Nothing will happen. I can owe you and go to car and relocate. You don't go see me again. You understand? I'll vanish. Instead of me to buy myself. I'm telling you options that you can take. Do you know that if you are owing, you can return to the person you are owing and borrow more and use it to solve your business problem, raise more money and pay back? I gave somebody this idea the other day. The person no believe and he tried it. It worked. I'm telling you for real. So this guy was owing. Some clients paid him. He was like a carpenter. So clients paid him, I don't know, millions to build like entire cabinets and a lot of things for him. And bro, something happened that took away part of the money. The guy is trapped. It's not just money to pay back, but also money to even sustain himself. You get? And client don't they call how far? So when he reached out to me, his head was full. I said, look, go back to that client. Show him pictures of the one you have done. So the part of the cabinet you have already built. Show him pictures, evidence, everything. Tell him, look, something happened that took away part of the money. Can you loan me money? Let me finish up this work. By the time I get my next job now, I'll pay you back. Omo, he reached out to me the next day and said it worked. The client actually gave him loan. So if you're owing somebody, you have leverage. So if something happened that suspended your source of income, that you cannot pay back that loan, go back to that person and collect another loan. But this time with clear head so that you can resolve the issue and pay back. But you can avoid all this problem if you don't owe anybody. Live your life within your means. You don't need that wig. You don't need that car. Wait till you have the money so you can buy it by yourself and you don't owe anybody. As I am now, I don't owe anybody nothing. I sleep very well. Don't borrow money so that you will not have run into depression.